This is not a regular Sailing Magic Carpet episode. The short film that you're about to see is actually made for a competition which I heard about a few weeks ago. The competition is hosted by another YouTuber named Sarah Dici, and the idea of the competition is to make a short video not exceeding 5 minutes about somebody in your life who inspires you and who has done amazing creative things. And I thought, who better to make a video about than my husband, the boat builder? Now, because this is a competition, there are, of course, rules. And one of the most important rules was that every piece of footage used in this video had to be shot after the contest was announced, which effectively means that I was unable to use any of the footage that we had shot this summer while sailing or during the restoration process during the past year. So, I had to tell the story of restoring Magic Carpet over a 4-year time span in a 5-minute video with all new footage. It was an interesting and wonderful challenge, and I think it really pushed me as kind of like a filmmaker or an aspiring filmmaker. I'm starting to get into that space, but I certainly wouldn't call myself a filmmaker yet. I'm getting there. It was also a challenge because I wanted to use my Canon T3i as much as possible. It's an SLR camera that I've had for like 5 or 6 years, and I never really use on the boat because it doesn't do autofocus, only manual focus, and when you're just like running around the boat trying to film everything as it happens, it's really hard. But with this, I had a bit more time to set up the shots and really dial in that manual focus, so that was a cool challenge for me. Now, of course, there are some other really incredible videos in this competition, so I don't know what will end up happening, but there is one prize which perhaps we could win. And that is the audience prize. The video with the most likes gets a prize which involves a really amazing video storage solution, basically, which is really important when you're dealing with the amount of video files that I do every day. Plus a beautiful studio light, which could be really helpful for more of these boatyard videos which we're going to be making this winter. So, after watching this video, if you like it and you would like to increase our chances of at least winning the audience prize, then please head over to the contest page. I don't think YouTube likes count, so please give us a thumbs up on YouTube anyway, just because that's nice, but that doesn't actually count for the competition. I will put a link to the contest page down below, and then you have to go there and put a heart on our video, and that would help us out a lot. Thank you so much, guys, and here's the video. This is Aladino Rovegno.
Hi.
Aladino is a boat builder.
I became a boat builder 4 years ago. Boat building encapsulates within it many aspects of life that I enjoy. It is trade, it is craft, it is design. With boat building, you have to use your heart and your hands simultaneously.
Boat building is a slow craft. When you begin building or restoring a boat, you're in it for the long term. And in this video, I wanted to talk with Aladino about the biggest project he's taken on yet, a personal project which took him 4 years of dedication, love, sweat, tears, frustration, and ultimately joy.
I bought my sailboat, Magic Carpet, 4 years ago. When I bought her, she was a total shipwreck. She had fallen 20 feet off a crane and insurance wrote her off. The entire back section of the boat had blown off. Rudder and keel were crushed. There was a huge crack on the side. And she was destined to go to the junkyard. But I could see that she was way too beautiful to accept such a fate. So I bought her, named her Magic Carpet, and spent the next 4 years restoring her. She was an interesting project since most of the lines were there and I just had to fill in the blanks with my own vision. And I think shaping the stern was the most difficult part since I wanted it to be perfect. Every curve had to be symmetrical, and once the hole is shiny, with the fresh paint you see every imperfection. So I kept sanding and then checking the surface with one eye closed, and then sanding again for weeks on end.
But reshaping the stern was not the only big project that Aladino had to undertake in order to see Magic Carpet floating again.
I made changes to the interior design. I rebuilt entire sections of the boat. I replaced or repaired all the wood which had broken from the impact. I spliced, sewed, and checked all the halyards. I strengthened parts of the boat that I saw as weak points. I checked and replaced all of the rigging. I designed and built a brand new electrical system. I revarnished and painted every single surface. I had this strong feeling that this was becoming my masterpiece, so I wanted to feel proud.
What struck me about watching Aladino at work is what a demanding craft boat building is. Realizing your vision involves weeks of sanding, drilling, hammering, sawing. It is not just artistic inspiration, it is also sweat and dedication. You have to have passion to endure the fiberglass dust that itches at your skin, the sweat that builds up under your respirator, the ache in your shoulders after holding a heavy sander above your head for 6 hours. But as Aladino told me about Magic Carpet, I could see the passion in his eyes.
Now Magic Carpet is finished. I spent last summer sailing in the Mediterranean with her. I traveled from the coast of France to Sardinia to Menorca to Barcelona and then back to France. I love sailing. That's why I decided to become a boat builder. I have so much respect for the majesty and grace of the sport. You can go around the entire world without burning any fossil fuels, without having to listen to an engine. Boats are created to fit in with what the world has given us. Wind and water. That's all I need.
Aladino will continue to sail, build boats, and see the world. He'll go slowly, using wind rather than jet fuel, hand tools rather than production lines. And as Aladino uses his skills to move him across oceans, I will be there too, because last summer I decided to marry him.